socket layers. If you go on my website just now, you see a bit that says secure. It's got a padlock. What it basically tells someone, if they say want to buy a product on my website or my service, it basically tells them secure. So basically you've got less likely to have any problems because you have that as basically a confidence booster. There's plenty of different websites even now that don't actually have SSL. The reason they don't have SSL is because there's not actually, to be honest, a lot of actually people in general who actually know why SSL is such an important thing to have on websites. The reason they don't know is, to be perfectly honest, when actually SSL basically came out, there was no one actually really teaching you or telling you actually how to work it. And there even actually now, if you actually ask many different web hosts or even actually SSL providers themselves, how do you work it on your website? And in general, to be perfectly honest, I found everyone I've used, and I have actually used about 50 of them so far, were always terrible. I'm not trying to be mean or harsh, but the only SSL provider I found which was any good, any help, was Cloudflare. Cloudflare himself had a great team, and their way of doing it is just so simple. You basically just change the name of your server. Say for argument's sake, your name of your server is called nameserver.com, nameserver.com2, something like that. You basically just change it from that to the one you get of Cloudflare. It'll be normally called Ben or Lisa if you're using the free ones. You just copy that, change it over, and it'll generally work on your site quite fast after. It takes roughly about 1 to 2 minutes, depending on the speed of your server and other outgoing effects. I generally find it's up, you have basically SSL installed on your site using Cloudflare within around 2 minutes. The SSL was also, in a lot of cases, trying to basically make the internet more secure, to basically make fraud or other crimes harder to basically happen. That was really the reason behind having SSL online. I'm going to show you an example of what you'll normally see when a site's not secure to get more into it. You see there, we've got a wee thing that says not secure. So think about this. If someone was, say, going to buy a few clothing and they see this image on your site in Google that says not secure, think about this. You've never been to the site before. You have no idea who the people behind the site are, if they're good, if they're bad. If you see not secure, it is quite likely a person who was going to basically buy off you will see that and say, no, I'm not buying off them. That may seem hard or mean, but that's the way the world works. If you basically have something that basically makes your site look bad, or not secure in this case, then it makes it much more likely to basically leave your website and never come back. You can basically get free versions of Cloudflare or other SSL providers, or you can get paid ones. I'm going to talk about the advantages of free, disadvantages, and so on in this. The advantages of free Cloudflare, you don't have to pay for it, you basically got it free for life, or as long as you provide it. The only disadvantage you have with free compared to pay is, if you're in more competitive niches, if you say got a free SSL certificate, and someone say got £10, one £100, one whatever price you're paying, it can basically mean that they will actually get a ranking boost ahead of you slightly because of SSL. SSL can be something, it can give you a ranking boost in Google, or having a small one can make you rank a bit less. This is the reason. It's entirely dependent on niche, where you basically need a high quality SSL, or you need a lower quality, or you need a free one. It really depends on how important and how strong your niche is for you basically working out if you need one or if you don't. I'm just going to show you how you actually find one, or two in this case. Let's go with Cloudflare. You can get other ones, but for me, Cloudflare is the best. You'll find on some sites you build, some sites you can basically just turn on the server and you have no problems with Cloudflare. You don't have to basically install a plugin or any software to make it work. But sometimes what you'll have on different sites, one of my other sites, I basically had a giant amount of problems. It was basically caused by some kind of incompatibility with Cloudflare, my own server, and basically what would have on different websites would just look a complete mess. And basically I had to do quite a lot of experiment to actually fix it. It turns out all to fix it was I basically had to install one of these plugins. You have basically two options. You have got a free one of Cloudflare SSL by Westlink. I've installed it on different sites and I've had no problems with it. It's simply one you just install, then you forget about it. It will generally, I find, work within about 1 to 2 minutes roughly, depending on your speed, your server strength, all that kind of stuff. I find it works within around 1 to 2 seconds, turning you from H TTP to HTTPS. You have also Cloudflare's own one. To use Cloudflare's own one, you'll basically need to get if I remember correctly, you basically get an API code from Cloudflare. You basically copy it over, and then you have it ready to go. It's pretty simple. But if you have any problems with it, for whatever reason, Cloudflare, just leave me an email or comment on my YouTube page. I'll get you some help for it. I'm just going to show you one of my other sites, the one I've got installed at the moment, Cloudflare SSL by Westlink. You see there, I've just got Cloudflare SSL by Westlink. All I did, to be completely honest, I just installed this plugin and I had no problems at all, again, from Cloudflare in any way. It was actually for me quite an amusing problem to fix because it didn't really make any sense what was causing. I went basically different routes trying to work out if there's a virus, trying to work out if there's some kind of problem in the plugins. And it turns out all it simply was, if you see a big mess on your website and you can't figure out what it is, it's down to if you've got Cloudflare and the Cloudflare itself is basically not getting compatibility with your actual server. All you do is just install the plugin from Cloudflare, SSL by Westlink, or you can install Cloudflare's own one. It's completely your choice. You have no problems using one or the other. I've used both. To be honest, they both work perfectly well. I couldn't really say what's better or worse because they both work brilliantly. I'm just going to show you one wee more bit into this video. Think about it this way. Having this basic padlock, if you're saying going to buy off someone, it basically gives them a confidence booster. It basically shows to them you care about your business, you care about the possibility of people buying off you, or if you're selling things, you have basically an importance on who you help and that kind of stuff. This is what really SSL is about, really. It's all about basically boosting the confidence people have in your services. Because if you start a new site today, to be perfectly honest, unless you're quite famous, people have no idea who you are. So by having this wee thing here, it basically makes them much more likely to want to do business with you in a big way or a small way. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks.